Man United's troubles multiply. Crowd Dissent follows humbling defeat to Brighton. At Old Trafford, Manchester United faced Brighton and suffered a significant loss. The final score was 1-3 in favor of Brighton, and this defeat has brought more problems for the already struggling Manchester United. It's been a tough start to the season for the Red Devils, with 3 losses already, and the upcoming match against Bayern Munich doesn't look promising. The match wasn't just disappointing on the field, it also witnessed dissent from the fans in the stands. Erik Ten Hag, the manager of Manchester United, had won the crowd's support when he managed to keep Cristiano Ronaldo. However, when he substituted Rasmus Højlund, a new signing for Anthony Martial, it didn't sit well with the fans, who expressed their disapproval with whistles and boos. This public rebuke was unusual for a manager who had previously been quite popular. The absence of key players like Jadon Sancho and Antony couldn't be blamed for the defeat. Instead, it was the lackluster performance on the field that raised concerns. Despite their struggles, Manchester United should have had the upper hand against Brighton, who fielded a relatively inexpensive starting lineup. Brighton's victory was marked by their incisive attacking plays, making it clear that Manchester United's standards on the field have fallen. The absence of a right winger forced Manchester United to adopt a midfield diamond formation, leaving their fullbacks exposed. Brighton capitalized on this, creating all 3 of their goals from the flanks. Danny Welbeck, a former Manchester United player, continued his trend of scoring against his former club. Pascal Gross, too, added to his impressive record of goals against Manchester United. João Pedro came off the bench to secure Brighton's victory. Manchester United's defense, including the centre-backs, struggled to deal with Brighton's attacks. This defeat marked Ten Hag's heaviest home defeat and extended Brighton's winning streak against Manchester United to 4 consecutive league games. It was a deserved victory for Brighton, highlighting their clinical touch, which Manchester United lacked. The defeat to Brighton underscores the deepening crisis at Manchester United. Despite significant investment in the team, with over £400 million spent during Ten Hag's tenure, they are struggling against teams like Brighton, whose starting 11 cost a mere £20 million. One of the glaring issues for Manchester United in this match was their defensive vulnerability. The absence of a right winger forced them into a narrow formation, which exposed their full backs. Brighton exploited this weakness to create goal-scoring opportunities on the flanks. The centre-backs, including Victor Lindelof and Lisandro Martinez, were caught off guard by clever dummies, contributing to Manchester United's defensive woes. While some positives could be found in the performance of young players like Rasmus Højlund and Marcus Rashford, Manchester United's inability to convert chances into goals was evident. Hannibal Mejbri's goal provided a glimmer of hope, but it wasn't enough to salvage the match. The frustration of the fans was palpable, with cheers following Højlund's substitution. Erik Ten Hag, once hailed for his managerial skills, now faces mounting pressure. Manchester United, a club familiar with periods of crisis in the past decade, could be on the brink of another turbulent phase. With a formidable opponent like Bayern Munich next on the horizon, the road ahead doesn't look any easier for the Red Devils. The questions surrounding Ten Hag's ability to turn things around are becoming more pressing, and the fans are growing increasingly restless.